Welcome Gemini to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective reading for the sign of Gemini. Cross-watchers, you are welcome. It is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. That is your love sign. This will not resonate for everybody. It is a general collective reading. However, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. If none of this resonates for you, there are plenty of other readers that could be reading your timeline. Timelines are based on the choices and decisions we make every day since time is fluid. I've already cleansed the space, pre-shuffled the cards, and meditated. This is for the month of August of 2022. For the monthlies, I do a Celtic cross reading. For the weeklies, which would be next week, I do 9 card spreads, which is 3 past, 3 present, and 3 future. So hopefully you can join me for that as well. Alright. Please be aware there are scammers out there. I have no other form of social media. No WhatsApp, no Twitter, no Instagram, no TikTok, none of that stuff. If you do want to get a personal reading from me, that information is in the description box below. Reach out to me. I will never contact you, even through the comments below. If any of this does resonate with you and you have additional questions, feel free to comment below and I will do my best to be able to respond to those as best as possible. Also, if you could like and subscribe to this channel, it does help the algorithm so that other people who may need to see this reading will have access to it. And if you do know somebody who could benefit from hearing this message, please feel free to share the video. On that note, let's get going. I also am an active medium and a high priestess, and I do, Archangel Michael is my primary guide. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, Judgment, 7 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, ahead of myself, 3 of Wands, the Empress, the Emperor, this is pretty good, 4 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. Yes, you are going to have a good reading. Overall energy is King of Cups. Alright. So just taking a quick look at this, it looks like your primary goal this month, Gemini, is to work hard at something, whether it be a relationship or your career. What's blocking you is a resurrection of something. So something could be coming back into your life, or something that you maybe want back in your life is blocking your energy from being able to pursue the direction you're supposed to be going in. The underlying energy that you are well aware of is that you need to protect yourself. So whatever this thing is that is being resurrected or coming back into your life, you're feeling very protective about. Now, where does it come from? It is coming from the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody who is very giving to you, generally in a material or financial way. What is looming above you is whether or not to walk away from this attachment emotionally. So you may be trying to look at this just from a financial perspective and remove your emotions. At least that's what you feel you should do, but you don't necessarily want to. If this is career related, it's a job you don't want to leave because you feel comfortable with it. If it's a relationship, it's something that is more materialistic and you need to remove your emotions from it. Maybe you're not getting that emotional satisfaction back. In the future, near future, you're going to be looking at your options, waiting for your ships to come in, either from this person, which is what's blocking you from your ships coming in, or looking at options for new careers potentially. How you feel is as an Empress energy, a very nurturing, caring individual, putting everything you have into it to make something grow. How others see it is more of an emperor, like you control and own the situation. Hopes and fears is holding on to what you have, whether it be material possessions or this person, place, thing, or job, which may be leaving you soon and you're holding on to it for dear life. The outcome is a wish come true, hopefully not overindulgent. We're going to figure that out. The overall energy is the King of Cups, though. Having an emotional stability and grasp over everything. You might feel it inside, being super emotional. You're not showing it on the outside. You've got a firm grip on that. Well, let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles here. See where this is taking us. The Three of Swords, and your advice is the Four. Yeah. So you're working hard, most likely. This is something, if it's a job or career, it's breaking your heart. There's something that you're investing a lot into, a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of patience, and it's just breaking your heart. The advice in this situation is take a break from it. Remove the Three Swords and just hold on to the sword of truth. What is the truth of this? What direction is all of this work going into? And removing those Three Swords from your heart, which is why you have this emotional stability over here, and just keeping the truth to you. What is the resurrection here that is stopping you from being able to do that? So, in all honesty, Gemini, this does feel like you're suffering from broken heart syndrome, but you don't really want to face it. Instead, you're trying to resurrect something. The King of Swords, with your advice being the Ace of Pentacles on that. So yeah, you're being very strategic. King of Swords in this particular scenario, one involved with judgment, is somebody like the kings of the old days, where their main goal was to plan a strategy. For example, get the enemy downhill so you can attack from over the hill. Okay, so you're planning a strategy, or what's stopping you from healing here is that you're planning a strategy to resurrect something. Whether it be career or relationship, the advice is start something fresh, start something new. Career related, go get a different job. What you're investing yourself into isn't worth the effort to try to build it back up. If it's a relationship, it is something more grounded. Take your emotions out of it and go look for something more rewarding for you. Okay, so there is something more rewarding out there that is stopping you from being able to do this healing. But there is something that is definitely hurting you deep down inside. Let's check this underlying energy of this Seven of Wands, which I can see why you're being very protective. The Three of Cups, and advice is the Seven of Cups. So this is definitely an emotional thing. That's why you're trying to be emotionally stoic, Gemini. You're trying not to show how you feel about this. Your walls are up. You're guarded. Why? Most likely a third-party situation. So there's some interference here. Somebody who's getting your goat. Somebody who's either cheating on you, a group of people going against you at your workplace, things like that. What is the advice? Look at your options. Okay, it can be a little confusing. What's happening here is confusing you. However, you have other options that the universe is putting out there for you, and the advice is to look more closely at those other options versus trying to resurrect something from the dead. Now, in the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she, as I said, was a very giving queen, and that's where we're working hard. What's her advice? Walk away. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles in the past, you've worked very diligently and hard to satisfy this person and keep them in good standing. Okay, this could also be you, being the giving person, working super, super hard. But what is the advice is you're going to be left out in the cold. If you keep giving to this situation, you're either going to be left out in the cold, or if this is somebody giving to you, leave them out in the cold. Okay, unfortunately, A lot of this seems to have to do, I am really getting strongly, financial burden. So you're being overwhelmed. It would seem like this person that you're involved with is very materialistic. And I'm strongly getting you were the Queen of Pentacles. You were the giving, 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 working super hard, which is what your primary focus is, and the working super hard. Yeah, but this time you're working super hard to get over this broken heart and heal. Okay? So there's something, if it's a career that has just, you feel abused, you feel, everything's against you, to walk away from that and invest yourself in healing yourself, but what's blocking you is you want to resurrect something. You want to bring it back to stage one. Unfortunately, it doesn't look prosperous if you do that. Let's see this Eight of Cups, which is walking away from the emotional side of it, which you need to do. We have Nine of Swords. Oops. Well, that was double confirmation there, and since I don't know, normally I wouldn't do that, take two from the top, but I'm pretty sure Spirit had me do that for a reason. Normally I would take the advice from the bottom, but for some odd reason I just pulled the second one from the top, which is a confirmation, Eight of Cups and Eight of Cups. So, Spirit was definitely talking there. So here we have again, Spirit basically stating, you need to walk away from this. This is causing you great anxiety and so much pain. You're not sleeping, you're not eating right, you're not taking care of yourself, because you're emotionally invested, but you're not showing that this is hurting you. And that's why that's hitting. The advice is the Hermit. Go within. Find your light. Because whatever job this is or whatever person that you're involved with, they're dimming your light. They're putting you out. You're suffering greatly from whatever this is that it's tormenting you. I can see it. Even Spirit wanted that Eight of Cups to come out to tell you, walk away emotionally from this. You can try to save yourself financially by leaving this person out in the cold, which is not something you want to do, or you feel they've completely left you out in the cold. They're not giving anymore to you in the way that you are giving. So the contribution isn't there. I'm not going to be surprised if we see the Six of Pentacles at some point in here. But let's look at this near future. Three of Wands, Temperance, and Strength as your advice. So in the near future, you're going to have to turn your back on this and let your ships come in. It's going to take great patience, though. But notice the angel's there to help you. You're not walking this path alone. And the advice is find your strength. Find your strength. Okay, you're going to need it to turn your back on this and see what else is out there for you. It's going to be, unfortunately, Gemini, it looks like you're going through a horribly painful time right now. The beauty is that the universe is here to help you and build your strength with you. This taming of the lion is more you taming yourself and realizing what's best for you versus what you've been over investing in. And you have clearly invested everything you have. My heart just goes out to you. I feel a terrible sense of sadness, like I want to just give you a great big hug and let you know it is going to be okay, because it is. You see yourself as this very giving, nurturing person. And yeah, you see that you can create anything out of this. It's just going to take time. Maybe a new plan, slow moving. You'll be able to give more to the situation. Most likely material. This is a very materialistic relationship, and you're being very nurturing and caring and giving to it. The advice on that is to find what made you emotionally happy in the past. Something from your past could end up popping up here and make you feel more rejuvenated, But the advice is, instead of making this long-term financial plan with this person or this career, and figuring out how you can birth it and make it anew again, go back to the drawing board. Find out what emotionally you're missing in all of this, because it looks like you're looking at a lot of this in a materialistic way. And keep in mind, the shoe could be on the other foot. You could be doing this to somebody else, Gemini. But everybody else sees this in the outside world as an emperor situation, which is very grounded, very rooted. And so they see that you've got everything going, you're moving forward, you're stable. They don't understand the emotional investment and the anxiety and the pain that you're going through, but they see you as a very strong individual and moving forward in a good direction. However, what you're supposed to be moving forward to, what you don't see that others do, is that there is a universal love. There is something that God is waiting to hand you. And I hope you're not offended, but Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit are my guides here, along with Archangel Michael. So I truly look at this as a God-given gift if you move forward. And others see that. Others see that this is coming into you. If you can let go of all of the pain, part of letting go of the pain of this is not just the emotional piece, it's letting go of all the hard work and the material aspects that are contained in this. And in a way, I think, Gemini, unfortunately, you're looking at this, you're trying to be logical, but there is confusion coming your way, and it's going to keep confusing you, because this person you've been giving to is going to make you feel like something can be resurrected. They could be playing this game with you. They want to start this new financial start, so you keep giving to them. Maybe you have left them out in the cold financially, and now they're like, no, I want that back. What Gemini had for me, I need back. And in a career perspective, it can be the same way. Well, this person's not putting in as much effort. We want it back, so we need a new game plan here. I wouldn't fall for it, because you have something really amazing that is destined for you coming in that everybody else can see, but you can't. Sometimes when we're in pain and loss, we can't see beyond ourselves. We only can see what we feel. Others outside of us, have you ever been in a relationship, let's put it this way, ever been in a relationship where everybody tells you that person's so bad for you, you should really get away, but you're like, no, you love them so much, and this can be fixed, this can be healed, and you want to renew it, and you see it differently, because love is blind. So you could be suffering big time from love is blind, where everybody else is seeing something so much more prosperous in your future. If you can be this emperor and move in the right direction. So let's see what the hopes and fears with this Four of Pentacles is all about. Okay, so you want to hold on to everything, you know, and unfortunately not so much career-wise. This does definitely seem relationship-wise. You want to hold on to this with everything you have. So if you're married or in a relationship or dating somebody, you know, whoever you're with, or, you know, if you are looking for that new relationship, you're single, you know, you're holding on to everything to try to, thinking that that is going to give you a satisfaction, but you're also afraid of losing everything to someone or something. And you're afraid it's your wish come true. Like, there can't be anything better out there. This is my wish come true. This is what I've always wanted, even if it's a career. You think that it's your everything. The advice is, take the burden. Take the burden on. If it's career related and leaving it is going to cause a heavy burden on you, take on that burden. Because by taking on this Ten of Wands, you are ending a cycle of something really bad. So a lot of times when I'll see this, it's you don't want to get a divorce because, or leave somebody because of the financial investment, or you can't afford it on your own. the life you're living, this is your dream come true. If you do leave them or they leave you, it's going to cause a heavy burden. And the universe is actually saying that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be burdened. Take on the burden so that you can find something better, because in your ultimate outcome, which this right here generally will happen within the next few months, so I would say by the end of the year, you will see a wish come true. Okay, this is the ultimate wish come true. This is making a wish and, you know, having it come true. Now, it could also be overindulgence. So, you know, this can also be like an addict card. So you could be looking at whoever you're with, or whatever you're involved in here could be an addiction that is going to rear its ugly head in the next few months. Yeah, it's something that's a secret. And okay, I want one more on the moon here. One more on the moon, because I told you the Six of Pentacles was going to show up, and there it is. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, okay. So, with this wish, it's something that is hidden in secret, but it's destined. Okay, it's karma. So, if you're involved with somebody who's an addict, I'm going to tell you right now, or if you're an addict, you need help. Okay, get the help that you need. If you're involved with an addict, try to get them help, or you have to walk away from them. Okay, in order to have your happiness, the secret has to be revealed in order to move forward. All right, so you may be keeping the secret, you may be keeping a secret for them, but what will end up happening out of revealing this, and this is definitely, you're involved with somebody who could be a shopaholic, who could be gambling addict, and those two are very prominent, or an alcoholic. I'm not seeing drugs so much, okay? No, this just isn't really hitting me for drugs. Slight drinking. Actually, there could be a lot of drinking. Because of their drinking, you could need to walk away. Going from the 8 to the 9 of Cups here. It's very prominent there because this is what's looming. So you could be involved with an alcoholic or somebody who's overindulging in a substance. However, I'm sorry, I'm just really trying to stretch spirit on the drug aspect. I'm definitely getting gambling. You could be with a gambling addict and an alcoholic, those two things. Shopaholic could be too. Maybe it's somebody who shops to satisfy their needs. Or this could be you, Gemini. So in order to have good karma, you need to reveal your secret and get help. If you do not, your karma will be bad. That's what this advice card is. Equal give and take. So you see, you know, they're taking from one who's begging and giving to another. Trying to balance out the scales. In order to balance out these scales and make everything work for you, you're going to have to stop giving. If you're with an addict of some sort, or with somebody who's not giving back to you, being reciprocal with their energy, time, money, love, whatever it is, you need to stop that, because what they're doing is they're taking from you and they're giving to somebody else. That's what's going to happen. You're going to lose more and more and more with this person unless they get help. I know you're trying to resurrect them. I know you've got this plan of attack. You want to start this over. You think you can heal this person, Gemini. And you are a strong person, but you're going to have to turn your back on this. Now, when you have somebody who's got an addiction and you have to turn your back on them, and it's one of the hardest things you can ever do because you love them and you care for them. But the best help you can give them is to make them get help, or say, I need to walk away from this. I need to turn my back on you. I cannot do this anymore. I can't keep investing in this. And it's going to take patience, and know that the angels are with you. The angels are with them. And find your strength. This is the near future that you have to do. Now, I'm not saying you have to leave them. Getting somebody help or getting yourself help does not mean a relationship is over. It can be the thing that causes equal reciprocity at some point. It can be the biggest thing that can join you together, okay? There will be times where it'll probably feel like it's the end, and it doesn't have to be. It's going to be a heavy burden, but your wish come true might be by holding on to them, and your wish come true, it's going to cause a heavy burden. They could end up going to rehab. They could end up leaving you. Um, you could end up leaving them. And it's going to be burdensome. But there's this beautiful love, and if you be this emperor, and you find the stability and the strength everybody sees you have, and you move in this new direction, there's this beautiful love. It's being rewarded, which is this good karma here, from revealing the secret. So it looks like you or somebody else is dealing with a lot of trauma right now. For the King of Cups, your overall energy, again, we have the Three of Wands. So it's holding on. Overall energy is right now you're holding on to this emotional stability. You're not trying to be emotional. People aren't saying that. They see you as not stoic, but somebody who's got their emotions under check. Again, turning your back on this situation and waiting for something new to come in is going to cause juggling. Most likely financially. So you may have a big investment with this person. You share a home, they pay half of it. If they're not working or they need help with something or they leave you because of this, or even their addiction is causing a lot of hardship on you, there's going to be juggling. I don't see you breaking up, in all honesty. I see you walking away from the emotional aspect, which is why you have this emotional strength. Because you know what's best for you or that person is to take down the emotions. Gemini, you're a very logical sign. So you're putting your logic forth and you're keeping your emotions in check. And it may mean that there's got to be some juggling here, but you will do that and you will succeed in this. So let's pull 3 oracle cards here. See how this shapes up. But this doesn't, I don't see the ending or a divorce of a relationship or, actually leaving your career. You might be surprised if you have some type of addiction, what your employer can help you with. And it could be that new beginning with them or with this relationship. So like I said, I don't see a complete breakdown. I see it being rough for a while. But by doing the right thing, something better is going to come out of it. Okay, so lightning, sudden change, shocking news, a surprise, an epiphany, transformation. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be almost like a tower moment, but not a tower. Now, I would think there might be a divorce if I saw a tower, but I haven't seen that. This is just going to be shocking change. It's going to be a big interruption in your life. And wedding rings, a union, wedding, married, soul connection. This is something that you're very tied to. So this is an attachment that you have. And then you have self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal. That's what we're trying to do, but you're trying to resurrect something, and it's stopping you from doing this healing. And then finally, hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, which is what I just said. So yeah, we have this where you're trying to rebuild something from the dead. You're taking a strategic way, but the advice is to get a new beginning, a start over, and here's our healing. So these oracles really hit you at your core, what you're supposed to be working on in order to get this overall energy of this Three of Wands coming through. So don't sabotage it. The only way you're going to be able to rebuild it is to get help for yourself or help for them. Because this month in August, it is your turn to heal. Either you're going through this with somebody else or somebody else is going through this with you. And if they're going through this with you, you need to heal so you can be stronger for them. Okay? And you can do this, Gemini. Either shoe that you're wearing here It's a positive outlook. You just have to do the hard work to get there. In August is the time to do that, to heal. Let the good karma come in. If you do not, there is really bad karma coming your way. So fix whatever this situation is. That's what you're supposed to be working on. Don't worry about the financial aspect. Don't worry about the heavy burden. You're supposed to be burdened at some point. You're supposed to juggle things. It's all part of getting this new, fresh love, something from the divine, a true gift brought to you, and using your inner wisdom. Let your light shine from within again. Get out of this anxiety, out of this confusion. Look at options. Okay. Again, this definitely feels like drinking, because you're having to be defensive and protective from all of this partying situations. This could be third party and affair, but I'm really feeling it overall is just an excess of partying. There's options. There are options, and you know that. You can have back what you once had with this person or this job if you get help, or if you get them help. Okay? It's gonna come back the way it was supposed to be in the beginning. Not if you force it, if you heal it. So don't force it, heal it. Okay? Again, if any of this resonated with you and you have additional questions or concerns, put them in the comments below. I'll do the best I can to respond to those. Keep in mind this is a general collective, but if there's somebody that you think could grow from this, please share the video. Again, like and subscribe to help this video get out to the people who may need to see it based on the algorithms that they have set up here on YouTube. Alright, love you all.